The third episode of Ahsoka is mostly devoted to the show's thrilling multi-stage starfighter duel, which is reason enough to watch the episode on its own. But there are really a number of noteworthy interpersonal exchanges that mesh well with the two-episode opening and foreshadow what is to come. Rosario Dawson and Natasha Liu Bordizzo are excellent as Ahsoka and returning Padawan Sabine. They complement one another well and give the impression that their characters are friendly, but still very much getting used to the master-apprentice relationship. Hyang injects some comically poisonous practicality into the situation. She is not an acceptable candidate, which makes Sabine seem like a fascinating underdog and amplifies Ahsoka's support for her friend and classmate. It's amazing to see practical effects Hyang shot so conventionally. The three of them sparring is a cool homage to Luke and Obi-Wan. To put it another way, Hyang's presentation with such sensitivity makes it much easier for the audience to place him in the scenario and associate him with David Tennant's voice. He is a particularly special droid due to his mastery with the lightsaber, and although just having a supporting role, he has already established himself as a vital part of the show. Because of her distinctive heritage as a Mandalorian, and the overwhelming odds against her becoming a Jedi, Sabine's quest to connect with the Force is only as compelling as it is. Ahsoka's declaration to Hyang that she doesn't need Sabine to become a Jedi, but rather the best version of herself, is charming and sensible, and Hyang's admission that Ahsoka really comes from a long line of improbable Jedi Masters is an unexpectedly moving comment. Hera's request for assistance in examining the prospective return of Grand Admiral Thrawn to the Senate, which is dubious, is largely typical fare. When we finally meet Hera's son with the green hair, it is the major event of her section of the show. People who are curious about how long Ahsoka might keep Jacen Syndulla from making his live-action television debut will get to spend a little amount of time with him in Time to Fly. Jacen, played by Evan Whitten, is briefly introduced as the son of Hera and the late Jedi Knight Kanan Jarrus in the last seconds of Rebels. This brief moment of foreshadowing allows us to hear Jacen state that he wants to become a Jedi. Will we eventually get to follow his journey? The epic duel near the Eye of Sion serves as the episode's centerpiece. The space fight that results from the chase of the incredibly sadistic-looking Shin and Marok, who is unquestionably the coolest character on the show, is a visual feast. Showrunner Dave Filoni is at his most inventive when Sabine controls the ship, as Ahsoka performs some insane space gymnastics with a lightsaber. The scene ties into their narrative as well, with the two first having trouble cooperating, but coming together after they open up to one another. Awesome thing. Ahsoka's battle with the Imperial starfighters on the exterior of her ship is a stunning visual that is unlike anything we've seen in live-action Star Wars, and the ship interior, exploding a split second after Hyang squeals, "Scan complete," is way funnier than it has any right to be, and him essentially sleeping through the insanity that ensues is a solid gag. It's really excellent and unexpected for the franchise that the portrayal of the zero-gravity world with harsh lighting and a physics-focused focus reminds viewers of astronaut films like Gravity and 2001: A Space Odyssey. The chase then enters Cedo's atmosphere, where the spacecraft engage in battle while concealed amid a herd of Purrgil. Just when you think the sight can't be any more awesome, this pursuit is brought to mind-blowing nerdiness levels by the gorgeous sights on show. The Purrgils have amazing visual effects, and even the smallest details like the blown-back raindrops visible through the cockpit windows additionally contribute significantly to the authenticity of the scene. Action scenes with a strong emphasis on visual effects aren't usually intense and gritty, but this one was. It breaks Sabine's heart that the Purrgil make her think of Ezra. It cannot be overstated how much of Ahsoka's success thus far may be attributed to Filoni and the team at Lucasfilm Animation for their fantastic work on the Clone Wars and Rebels. The alley-oop pass from Rebels' fantastic cliffhanger conclusion continues to pay off here, as the ramifications of Ezra and Thrawn's reappearance dominate the whole program. Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. You may like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more breakdowns if you like it. I appreciate your time and interest.